Greetings fellas, welcome back to another sheet video from Mediocre Gaming, and this time we have 1.3.1 Ethereal Shipcraft, which is a new season of Memory of Chaos, and this season is just released today with a very interesting memory turbulence, which is when you kill a trotter, you will get 2 skill points, and using basic attack on this trotter grants you more damage against that trotter. Amazing. And this playstyle is very much synergetic to Dan Feng, and unfortunately that some characters might not be able to kill the trotter on the first hit from the basic attack. That is totally fine. You can even use a skill, but be warned that if you use a skill, you will face some severe DPS checks. So it is best to avoid the trotter or kill the trotter in very dire situations only, or kill the trotter using dot damage or using blast attacks or AoE damage. That's the best ways to get your skill points. This time the teams I've used is very much the same team all around, just like Blade, Bronya, Silverwolf, Natasha, Kafka, Tingyun, Sampo, Locha. This is the same exact 4-man team I've been using, but on different halves of the Memory of Chaos stages. As you can see, Sampo, he has definitely risen to S+ tier, not because of his pairing with Kafka, but also he has a very niche but very strong pairing with Blade, believe it or not. And I've really proven this in some of my zero cycle clear videos countless times. Blade and Sampo's zero cycle clear. Whoa, that was amazing. I can't believe I found such a great strategy, and I'm entitled to call myself a great player in this game. I really am entitled to do so. And okay, coming back to the teams again, as you can see, Sampo has definitely risen up the charts as well as Kafka. I just built Kafka recently, so now she is making her debut in this Memory of Chaos season. In case you can't find my previous season data, fear not, they are not deleted. You just have to scroll down and definitely you will find all the legacy seasons here, as well as Reindeer Strife, Traces of Sanctus Medicus, which is the last season. So this means that we also have a zero cycle clear section here, and we have Sampo, Silverwolf, Blade, Bronya. Whoa, this team is fantastic. 5 out of 5 stars from me. Beautiful. Sampo as a bridge for Silverwolf and Blade to perform optimally. That was beautiful. Silverwolf spamming 2 ultimates in the final wave. Whoa, that is crazy. That is immense. I love that. And also this team can be used in team 1 and team 2. For example, Reindeer Strife, I also use the same team in team 1 and also team 2. But team 2 wise, I needed Locha because I needed him to dispel the enemy buffs. So same case like our team 2 here, Locha, Blade, Bronya, Sampo. Whoa, this team is fantastic. I love it. And even Kafka can be a pure debuffer. Well done. I love my Kafka also. So Resolution shines and Spell of Sweat, again, best light cone that ever existed in the game. And also we have changed the color coding here. So this means that every one of those colors represent the character's typing. So this means that if Blade is wind, then he's green. Bronya is green, Sampo's green. Same with Sele, but Sele is like kind of dark blue, so put it as dark blue. And Pela is like ice, as well as March. So I made the color codings more effective and easier to see. Okay, in this tier list, there are 3 very important things I need to note. So Tingyun with 154 and 161 speed are 2 different levels on the tier list now. I will explain. And also Silverwolf from A to S, Clara from S to A, and Dan Feng, Sampo at S+. So now the reason why 154 speed is needed in this current meta at least is because you don't want your Tingyun to go below 134 speed if you get deep freeze on your Tingyun. Now, unless your Tingyun is having 135 speed, and let's say Tingyun is having Eagle of Twilight Line, then yes, this is the only exception. But then again, not the best way to play Tingyun. Best way to play Tingyun is to use 154 speed or higher. Make sure you stack enough speed so that she is very consistent at providing buffs as well as recharging her ultimate and also providing skill points for the team. So then again, Eagle of Twilight Line is good on her. However, it is also best that you get that 154 speed if in case you are going to engage with the Frigid Prowler, because Deep Freeze reduces your speed by 20 in this case. This means that if you stack 154 speed, then you're invulnerable to the Deep Freeze. 161 is a speed break point where you get 4 turns in the first 2 cycles. And this is why now there is a very distinct differentiation for Tingyun in the tier list. Okay, now Silver Wolf, why from A to S tier? Because in this current meta, we are having needed to 16 cycle clear on both teams for 3 stars. Now, if your DPS is not strong enough, then this is where you really need to put Silver Wolf on the team. So Silver Wolf helps you to get more damage, of course. Okay, and then for Dan Feng, I've already seen that he is doing more damage than an E5 blade with E0. Funny, isn't it, how the game has power creep the characters to such a blatant degree? It is actually really annoying for me because I spend quite a lot on my blade. But then again, I can't complain because Dan Feng uses Tingyun better than Blade. Blade uses Bronya better than Dan Feng. So then again, different damage dealers, different needs, different playstyles, and this also allows you to spread out your harmony characters in both halves of the MoC rather efficiently. So then again, I cannot put Blade below Dan Feng, even though Blade is doing significantly less damage than Dan Feng. Dan Feng can work really well with Bronya without Bronya, but then again, with Bronya, you better make sure that your skill point management is on spot and you really know what you're doing. Well, then again, we have a memory turbulence which helps Dan Feng a lot, so Dan Feng will definitely enjoy this season a lot. With Clara now at A tier, unfortunately, because she is not doing enough damage compared to Blade, Dan Feng, Kafka even. It's sad, but it really is the case. Tingyun is still usable at least, since Tingyun can rival Kafka. However, Kafka deals a little bit more damage than Tingyun if you have the right relic setups and also the right enemies to deal with. So then again, Tingyun still remains relevant. However, with Silver Wolf, this is the main thing that you really need to consider. For the podium, I was thinking of putting Dan Heng above or below Blade, but then again, enemies in this current meta have wind or imaginary weakness. So you really need to share out those teams and allocate them properly. Blade only needs the wind weakness enemies to deal a little bit more damage and also get HP upon hit, but then Dan Feng generally benefits more because he gets a 24% crit damage upon striking imaginary weakness. So then again, we are spoiled for choice to put either a Blade team or a Dan Feng team on that side of the team. It is generally advisable for Dan Feng to strike imaginary weakness enemies and let Blade hit other enemies instead, those without wind weakness, because Blade can already self-sustain. That's the thing. Also, Sampo, excellent windbreaker, especially single target. My god, this guy is crazy. He breaks so fast. He just breaks every sort of wind weakness enemy, and then Blade is doing extra damage upon hitting those weakness broken enemies. I love it. Well done. And then for defense shredder, Sampo with resolution shines as pearls of sweat. This guy is spreading defense down like Ebola. Like, for example, when I touch you, you already get Ebola. Same concept here. So Sampo, very dangerous with resolution shines as pearls of sweat, since he applies defense down via skill on all enemy targets or some enemy targets, because then again, the skill is a bounce attack, so it's RNG dependent. But then again, the power lies within his ultimate actually, since his ultimate has a near 100% hit rate on the defense down, even when you're using a superimposition 1 light cone. So very, very amazing. This guy is fantastic. And with Blade, he really fills the niche of using all the attacks. Imagine if Blade uses a 3-turn attack on that particular turn of that cycle. So that means, for example, basic attack, then he uses his ultimate, and then his follow-up attack. So that means 3 attacks all hit onto Sampo's defense down target. Oh shit, that is amazing. That's why Sampo is so good. And then Sampo also does really well with Silver Wolf because you're applying mono wind weakness also. So this is why I also said that Dan Feng should be always paired with imaginary weakness enemies, and then Blade can just be on his own without any wind weakness enemies, because don't forget, you are using Silver Wolf to apply the wind weakness already, and that is 100% guaranteed. So then again, Sampo's Blade, Sampo Kafka, very spoiled for choice. Both Sampo teams amazing. They do 2 separate things, but they're so amazing. The synergy is so perfect. It's unbelievable and laughable at the same time. So this is all for the sheet, and I will see you for the next sheet. Definitely the meta keeps changing. Like I said in my pinned video, the meta keeps changing every week or even every month. So always prepare for that. My message is keep learning, guys. Cheers.